It was a warm, serene evening along the sun-kissed beaches of Australia, Bondi Beach. Families had gathered near the shoreline, the golden sand soft beneath their feet. Children ran freely, their laughter mingling with the gentle crashing of waves. Couples strolled hand in hand, while friends gathered in small groups, sharing stories and snacks, completely absorbed in the peaceful rhythm of the evening. The city, and indeed the country, would wake to the news that a place of leisure, laughter, and family had been the target of terror.
A warm summer's evening at Sydney's Bondi Beach turned to horror.
Oh my God.
2 active gunmen. And police are looking for a possible third. Fired dozens of shots into a crowd of people from the Jewish community, celebrating the religious holiday of Hanukkah. One of the men carried a rifle and the other a shotgun. They moved deliberately, shooting from a raised pedestrian bridge and also from the ground.
I was walking down the street, I've seen some people, they've been running away. I've heard some shooting, but I didn't know that it was shooting. I thought that it was just like fireworks or something like that. And then I was walking, and then I've seen so many people, they've been like dying on the ground, they became white.
People ran for cover in total shock.
I was actually hiding behind a parking meter, which was the only thing I could find to take cover. To my right was a police officer laying on the ground, returning fire. There was an exchange back and forth for probably 5 to 10 minutes. I was shot at by one of the gunmen. I thought that all of the shots had stopped, so I popped my head up to see if everything was okay.
Then an act of great bravery.
Oh!
This man, Ahmed El Ahmed, grabs the weapon from the gunman.
Oui, j'ai vu. Ouais.
One suspected shooter was shot dead by police. Another is in a critical condition. It appears the attack was methodically planned. Australia's Prime Minister called it an act of evil anti-Semitism. One of the alleged gunmen has been named as Naveed Akram from southwest Sydney.
At about 6:47 p.m. local time, 2 men appeared on a pedestrian bridge above Archer Park, overlooking the festival and beach area. Sajid Akram, 50 years old. Naveed Akram, 24 years old, son of Sajid. They are believed to have carried out the attack together. They opened fire with multiple guns. Witnesses estimated dozens of shots were fired in just a few minutes. People screamed, ran for cover, dove to the ground.
The aftermath of an attack on a Jewish Hanukkah holiday event at Sydney's Bondi Beach on Sunday, in which gunmen killed at least 11 people and wounded almost 30. Witnesses said the shooting lasted about 10 minutes and sent hundreds of people running for their lives.
So I sort of opened the blind to see what was going on, and I just saw an older lady get shot, and she was on the floor. Saw an older guy get shot, very badly injured on the left-hand side, and I just saw a bunch of people screaming, run towards me. I didn't know what was going on.
I seen like a kid, like she was like maybe 8 years old, she got injured in the leg, and she was crying, and she was on the ground, so she was behind her mom. Her mom was on the ground as well.
It's kind of like, I don't know, fish in a barrel. Like, the guy had I think of what I've been told, he had an automatic rifle, big gun, standing on the bridge, and just target practice.
Drone video verified by Reuters appears to show at least one of the suspects on a bridge overlooking the scene, firing his weapon repeatedly before falling to the ground. Australian police described it as a terrorist attack, adding one suspect was dead and another was in a critical condition. Commissioner Mal Lanyon said officers were investigating whether there was a third gunman, while also seeking to reassure the public.
Could I ask, but this is a time thoroughly. We have acted promptly. We have taken decisive action. Could I just ask for calm in the community? Allow the police to do our job.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese convened a meeting of the country's national security.
Our nation.
This is the most serious of a string of anti-Semitic attacks on synagogues, buildings and cars in Australia since the beginning of Israel's war in Gaza in October 2023. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu previously said anti-Semitic attacks in Australia were linked to the government's position at the UN on Palestine. On Sunday, he urged action.
Anti-weakness with action.
Rabbi Levi Wolf from Sydney's Central Synagogue described a, quote,
I don't even know where to go from here.